Oh yeah. I'm not a boomer, but I'm fucking close sometimes. I'm close. I'm close, bitch. Yes, sir. Let me turn my microphone down just a little bit. So, welcome to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. My name is Greg. Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to the latest episode. Now, this some good shit going on right now in the simulator community. Whether you're using Microsoft Simulator, if you're using X-Plane, if you're using P3D, there has been some good stuff coming out. Sayintentions, they've done it again. They courted. What's the hell? What's the name of the other company? GSX. Man, I am like losing my mind. Yeah, they courted GSX and they got married. I can't wait for these two to start having kids because it's going to be hopefully a very beautiful relationship between GSX and Sayintentions. You can now speak all your shit to Sayintentions for GSX and it should work. So we're going to try that. Let's not get too gay. We don't need to continue to play all that. But yeah, man, I am like super stoked about this. So let me show you what kind of the fuss is all about here. Give me 1 second. Let me share my display. Oh, meanwhile, we're going to try this out on Fenix A320. And, you know, I'm kind of gay when it comes to the tail numbers. So this is the tail number for the livery we're using. November 605, I don't know, Jupiter Blue Dome. Anyways, yeah, so we're going to try it on this airplane, the A320. We're going to try GSX. So we're going to be sitting in Fort Lauderdale trying to get this to work. Now, Sayintentions, here's what you can do with GSX. So now this is all, I think it's free right now. I think if you're in their partner program, I believe. Okay. I don't know how well it works yet. Yeah, partner program. So you can speak pretty much everything to it. Let me make this bigger. So you just tune to the regular RAM frequency like we normally do. And you can request pretty much anything. You can get status updates. You can contact your cabin crew. So it's pretty cool. So they have that now, and they also have, you know, they'll handle pushbacks. Still, GSX still handle pushback, but they'll do it now through Sayintentions. Instead of you having to contact GSX directly, now you just do it. You do need to go in and set these settings up. I'll show you where those are once we get into it. But yeah, man, between this new thing and then the AI system optimizer, which is dope as hell. Now they have these new contests that are coming out because they now have visual approach plates, and you can actually have your co-pilot run the plate for you and tell you like what to look for, like turn here, go to the bridge, you know, head this way. It is real cool what you can do with some of these things now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. Let me close out that screen. Let me turn on Sayintentions volume. And we're going to take a look at it in-game and then also on the iPad. I'm going to share the screen of my iPad so we can take a look at what it looks like. Because you can use your tablet now to command GSX through Sayintentions. Alright, so this was gate F10, which is actually right here. It says 131 in the game, but that's really F10. You don't believe me? Go check it out on the chart yourself. I write checks I can cash, baby. Yep. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, become a member. Super chat, super thanks. Throw some kicks our way. Yes, sir. Don't be greedy, feed the needy. I need to change the time up a little bit because I set this for 21:15 UTC. Ugh. I'll turn I think the game audio is on, isn't it? Game audio. Yeah, game audio is on. Okay. Oh, I just didn't put it in my headphones. All right, let me change the time. Yeah, boy, my favorite team, Boston Red Sox. That's my favorite major league team. All right, let's Actually, no, I don't really care about live weather right now. Well, you know, I guess I will leave it on live. All right, so we need to make this 2115. Oh yeah, what am I doing? That's 9. All right, let's set it a little bit early. All right, let's set it for here. All right, let's get into the airplane. All right, first things first. I got some screen tearing. That's probably because vertical sync is off. All right, let me... What? Hang on, let me look at one setting real quick. All right, that should fix it. Actually, you know what? Let me make sure all this shit is good. You can see what this looks like, the AI stuff. Let's see if this, if I have it all programmed in here correctly. It should be correct. All right, Microsoft Graphics, so frame generation, general graphics. Okay, frame generation, DLSS, so that's on. VSync we have on, anti-aliasing. We don't have DLAA. We could use TAA. Let's use that instead. So that's a good second. Render scaling, 100. All right, Todd. What's up, Todd? Oh yeah, this is all screwed up again. All right, yeah, we got to fix all this. All right, this is 125. All right, that's fine. Texture, resolution. Wow. Yeah, this is all screwed up. Man, what? You know, I don't know why NVIDIA does this shit. Unless it just changes when you, when like there's an update. All right, texture resolution is high. Off-screen cache. Ultra, volumetric clouds high. Shadow mapping 1536. Okay. Terrain shadows 256. Ambient occlusion medium. Screen space reflections. All right, buildings, medium. Oh, they have it on high. All right, so we'll put it back on high. And then these are on high. Grass and bushes, okay. Glass cockpit refresh rate, medium. Where is the glass cockpit? I thought it was down here, actually. There we go. All right, medium. Ray traced shadows off. That should be off already. Yeah, there we go. That's off already. Contact shadows low. Windshield effects low. This does help a lot. I've been doing this lately, and it really does help. All right, so, okay, light shafts low. Can I move this now to low? Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can move that to low. Okay, motion blur off. That should be off already. Depth of field. Surprised displacement mapping is still on. Oh, never mind. Displacement mapping is off. Dynamic setting. Okay, that's off. Anisopic filtering, 16x. Okay, let me also turn this shit down too. Now this they had up on a different setting. Let me see here. Where's traffic? Yeah, here we go, traffic. Okay, so parked aircraft quantity and aircraft quantity are both off. We don't really need it since we have Sayintentions. They do a lot of this stuff. All right, parked aircraft quantity is off. Aircraft traffic quantity, let's turn that off. Let's put this down to low. All right, aircraft type. Okay, air traffic and career. All right, we'll just leave the rest of these at low. We don't need to fuck around with the rest of this. All right, click apply. All right, let's go back. All right, and I'm gonna leave up Sayintentions, I think, so we can see some of these not settings, but some of the verbiage that we're going to be using. Oh yeah, and I did want to show you this GSX settings here. So what you want to do is when you're in here, open up GSX. Now I had an issue a moment ago with GSX where it was super huge, right? It was like this, right? If it gets like that, you're not gonna be able to grab the top or bottom. So just go ahead and grab the side and just pull it in, and then that'll smallen it up here. And yes, smallen is a word. I created a new word today, smallen it up. All right, so what you want to do is you want to go to GSX settings. Okay, now that first one, if you look, it says here network remote server set to on, set port 8744. That should be the default. So if we go to network, we can see remote server 8744. Okay. Then we go to settings next, audio, and then comms volume. So let's go to audio. Turn your comms volume all the way down, or you can just turn it off completely. Simulation UI. Make sure message verbosity is all messages. And then in Phoenix, what you need to do is and you are in settings here for GSX, make sure all of this is off. Okay, so I tell you what, let me go ahead and get the airplane turned on. Yeah, I'm still having some issues. Is that just on my screen? Yeah, that's just on my screen. Okay. It's probably because I turned VSync off on the actual computer. Okay. Let's just do a couple of normal setup items at first here. So let's start aligning the system here. Let's turn on the oxygen for the crew. Let's put strobes on auto, put nav lights on, arm the emergency lights. Okay, that looks okay. Let me pull the flight plan into the tablet first. All right, my flights. All right, tap to import. Excellent. Now let's go ahead and pull it into Oh, I wish I could click on this and bring it up like I can on, what's it called? On X-Plane. Damn. All right, comlink status. Satcom. The direct link is available. All right, well, we already have that connected, so. All right, let's go to AOC menu. Let's get flight initialization. Okay, there's our flight. Okay, ATC. Let's get ATIS real quick. KFLL. Departure. Oh. Doesn't work. That sucks. All right, fuck it. All right, let's go ahead and try to contact GSX. I'll tell you what, let's get our flight plan actually pulled in. All right, flight number is JBU. Actually, remember, is it 547? .472. Let's see here. Cost index is 10, and we would be cruising at 37,000 feet. All right, let me empty like fuel out of our system here. All right, ground services. Okay, mass and balance. Okay, reset all. All right, let's see if this works. Let's tune our to 119.99. I think that's the right frequency. 119. Nope, 119.99. There we go. What? Okay. And let's see here. Request fueling is what I should be saying. Request fueling. I don't hear anything actually from my keyboard. Let's make sure. Oh, you know what? That's why I don't have Say Intentions turned on. Duh. Duh. All right, there we go. All right, let's see what happens now. Request fueling.
This is what the ATC audio sounds like, and next is what yours sounds like.
Request fueling. Come on, Say Intentions. Come on now, don't be doing this. Contact ramp on 119.99. Oh, what happened to our... No wonder. What happened to 119.99? All right, here we go. Request fueling.
Ground to flight deck, roger, stand by.
Yo!
Ground to flight deck, fuel truck is on its way.
Psh, what's up, dude? Oh my god. That's awesome. Now, I wonder if they're gonna pull in the info from our flight plan. Hang on, let me change a couple of settings real quick. Wonder why this is giving me some issues tonight here. Monitor refresh rate. All right, let's save that. And then online, let's turn, well, photogram issue doesn't really do much. I think there's our fuel truck coming by. It's a really cool livery. Yep, there's our fuel. What? 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 What the hell is going on? Jesus, that's scary. What the fuck is going on with this game?
Ground to flight deck, refueling in progress.
All right, that works. What's up, Jeffro? What's up, dude? How's your wife and my kids? They doing okay? I'm just kidding, brother. You all right with me? And so far, this works pretty cool. All right, so then what we're going to do is let me set up the iPad. And we're going to try the iPad next. Come on, baby. I wonder if I can say begin boarding to the cabin crew.
Ground to flight deck, open Phoenix EFB, open mass and balance, select load aircraft, and choose real time, fast time, or instant.
Psh, yes, sir. Hey, that works. All right, did my screen start mirroring it? No, it did not. All right, let's try this again. Come on. Come on, screen mirroring. It was working fine just a moment ago. I just want to show you what it looks like. Try to use GSX on my iPad. Tell you what, let me close out the AirPlay thing and try again. There we go. All right, so while that is doing its thing, let me show you what the tablet looks like when you use... So I'm using my iPad. When you bring it up, you can set up all these tiles now. The first 4 are what show up on the bottom. So now they have... Well, they also have CPDLC, which if you're using that, you can set that up, right? We're not going to try that tonight. But then we have... Is it under dispatch? Where did I see GSX before? Nope, not dispatch. Logbook. Where the hell did GSX go? I just had it. My flight frequencies, briefing, checklist, airport ops. Oh, here we go, airport ops. Right, ground connections. Let's see here. Let's click on connect jetway. Yo! Look at that! Man, that is so dope when stuff actually works properly.
Ground to flight deck, jetway is operating.
No shit. Alright, I wonder if we can contact... So we can request boarding from here, but I want to try it from here. Let me see here. Start boarding, please.
Understood, Captain. We'll get boarding started.
Yes, sir. Man, that's awesome. So you can use the tablet, or you can just give it the voice commands like we're doing. That is really cool. All right, let me stop. This works really good. Wow, this is exciting. Isn't this cool? Jesus, man, I don't know about that. That's not too exciting. Having this camera all fucked up. I wonder what's up with this camera. Maybe it doesn't work too well with what's it called?
Altitude, and if flight following is requested,
Fuck.
read back all runway and hold short.
I don't know why the frequency switched again. Maybe it changed because we did the tablet deal. Oh, we got it.
Flight deck refueling completed.
Open forward cargo door. I think I can open it from the tablet. Can I open the cargo door?
Ground to flight deck, please open the cargo doors.
Okay. All right, now it's okay now that the fuel truck is gone. All right, you know what? Let me try to see if I can do the CPLD from here. What is ATIS currently? Let's see here. What does Navigraph say it is? Open airport. Comms, procedures. Okay, ATIS is info L right now, so info Lima. So let's see here, info Lima. stand is 131. ACAR's network response. Request pre-departure clearance. ACAR's network response. Invalid login code. I could have sworn that I was able to... I could have sworn I could have done... I was able to do the CPLD system in here. I could be wrong. I'll have to look at that again.
Ground to flight deck, baggage loading complete.
I could have sworn I used to be able to do this. Let's see here, connection. All right, active ATC, let's do KFLL. All right, that's not working. Let's see here, return. All right, let's try this again. So we have 131. Information Lima. KFLL. Because I could have sworn we've done this before, but maybe they've changed it. Let's see here, MCDU, ATSU. ATC menu. Oh no, I need to go back a screen. All right, that looks okay. Okay, data mode, that's fine. Yeah, we might not have it set up properly anymore. I'll have to look through it. It's been a while since I've used it. But yeah, it's definitely not working. The system here, the DP DLC. Everything else is working though, so that's good. All right, are they gonna start boarding? How's the boarding coming along?
We're just getting started with boarding, Captain. Should be moving along shortly. Boarding has commenced, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, Captain.
Well, I guess that's about all I need to show. This works great. I can't wait to use it like for a real flight. I need to figure out why the CP to DP DLC system's not working, but man, this is freaking awesome. I was tempted to use the PMDG to 737, but man, this is great. They did such a good job with this. I am so stoked about some of these changes that they've done here. Yeah, this is wonderful. All right, well, that's about it, my friends. We don't really need to see anything else. It works. That's what matters. It works. And it works really well coming right out the gate, which is amazing. So we'll be back possibly tomorrow night with a flight. We might try this out in person. We might do maybe an airplane we haven't flown in a while, maybe like the the Fokker 24, whatever the propeller plane version is, the Fokker F-27, not the 20, yeah, the F-27, I think that's it. So we might do that one tomorrow. We haven't flown that airplane in a long time, but that's about it. Hit like, subscribe, become a member, hit the notification bell, do all that good shit. And I will see you on the next episode of The Airplane Show, my friends. See ya.